backroom cries echo loud. He's a king without a crown. Phil's fortress is burning down. Detractor wins without a sound. Dash fire's flames can't be tamed. Phil's excuses are all the same. Tears fall, but who's to blame? Dash fire keeps playing the game.
Timbo lives in a twisted place, streaming life at a fevered pace. Bankrupt once, then bankrupt twice. Dark clouds and bad advice. Falling, falling, can't you see? It's a spiral down eternally. Blaming others, quick to fall, but it's his fault after all. Hot tub streamers, broken dreams. Picture perfect, not what it seems. 3 times broke, still can't see. The road to ruin is misery. Falling, falling, can't you see? It's a spiral down eternally. Blaming others, quick to fall, but it's his fault after all. Hot tub streamers, broken dreams. Picture perfect, not what it seems. 3 times broke, still can't see. The road to ruin is misery. Falling, falling, can't you see? It's a spiral down eternally. Blaming others, quick to fall, but it's his fault after all. Mirror image, lost control, swirling deep in a black hole. Fails anew, yet tries again, but the cycle never ends. Falling, falling, can't you see? It's a spiral down eternally. Blaming others, quick to fall, but it's his fault after all. Waking up to empty screens, press record but got no scenes. Once so bright those pixels gleamed, now it's just a shattered dream. Play the game act all tough, but behind the mask it's rough. Begging for those donations, fake smiles and frustrations. Where did all the laughter go in the light of a dying show? Please throw coins my way, maybe I'll stream another day. Running lag and broken mics, through the lows and recent spikes. Counting subs like counting sheep, in a nightmare I can't keep. Where did all the laughter go in the light of a dying show? Please no coins my way, maybe I'll stream another day. Laying lag and broken mics, through the lows and recent spikes. Counting subs like counting sheep, in a nightmare I can't keep. Where did all the laughter go in the light of a dying show? Please no coins my way, maybe I'll stream another day. Weekly dreams are all I've left. In this game I'm just a theft. Whispered lies into the cam, hoping one day I'll be grand.
What is going on, guys? What is going on? Man, DSP had a very, very bad day today with Hollow Knight not making the invisible goal. He melted down. He was toxic. What is going on? Urban Style Individual. My dude. We got Ben. What's going on, Demon? Got quite a few people here today. But we're going to start off a little bit different before we get to the rants. So this website right here is actually detractors always win. So it's detractors.win. So what this does, it actually tracks all the bans that DSP does. So if you notice, right, look at that right there. Boom. And it goes by platform. So you got YouTube. You got Kick on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at all the bans he had today. Remember too, this is just on the first stream. You missed everything today. It wasn't as eventful as I put it out, but he melted down just like he does every day. So if you're wondering how many bans did DSP do today, let's take a look here. Now watch this. So look at this. All this right here. This is all from today. And this is all from just the first stream. So let's take a look here. We got Sam I Am. And what it does too is this right here. It shows the last message before they were banned. And who banned them, what platform. Dead Loveless Marriage. He's just in so he doesn't get made fun of by random internet people. Mr. Brunello, please take this matter seriously as schizophrenia is very real and for some a life-altering condition. If you're hearing voices in your head saying, ask for more, that is not normal. And somebody got banned for saying, Happy Black History Month. Is the corner demon still there? Remember, it can't hurt you as long as you don't go too long without looking at it. Hey Phil, what did you do for Valentine's Day with your mom wife? Why was it nothing? Hey Phil, what did you do for Valentine's Day? Oh, it's the same message. Then we have, banned by Dunsfelter. Cat's missing honeymoon. Fat Cat says she's in bed. Then we got Phil, stop calling married men at 2 a.m. Well, next to your fat wife. She's trying to sleep. She has to work minimum wage tomorrow. Oh, imagine that. Phil banned them. Recently watched a YouTube classic, DSP Gaming. I gambled $100,000 of donation money into a mobile app game documentary. It gets even better with age, though. We're probably looking well past 100K. Now maybe 200K. We have suggestions here. Did Chris Chan jerk it in front of children? Phil's a blank. We got stop waking up your fat mom. This is probably the YouTube. No, that's on Kick. I was going to say it's the YouTube troll, but it's not him. Those melons are looking quite plump today. What size cup are you? BC? We got more of the troll there. We have... Do you have any tips on how to grow breast? You seem to have figured it out. Whoa, his tits were really apparent when he stretched his back. The sweater is not helping your tits fill. You would think more thirsty F-slurs would donate to Phil as he's showing off his gigantic tits. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there. 50-bit bitch, raise your hands in the air. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there. 50-bit bitch, raise your hands in the air. And that's actually different people too. Man, look at all these sock accounts. I really need that money. I really need that money. I need that money. I really do. I need that money. I need that money. I really do. I need that money. They got more of these about Phil waking up his wife. Do you worry that ordering DoorDash is setting Cat's diet back? Speaking of that call, why could we hear sound like ice clinking inside of a glass? Gin and tonic? You're an adult. There's no shame in drinking on a Thursday night. You're audibly drunk. Do you and Cat even share a room together? From the footsteps and her voice on your calls with wings, it sounds like she sleeps from you. Yeah, I'm bulletproof. Trolls don't affect me. I want your real name so I can send you money. If I fly a drone next to your window, can you open the blackout curtain so I can see in? Why did you say the banana came in denim? That's stupid, bro. Bait devoured. I love how you never take the bait, Phil. Someone actually got banned for that. Ooh, by Cypress TV. That's the smart guy host that has 1-2 because he smoked meth. You did play it badly. Talking about Donkey Kong. You cry about time, but you sit around nursing a bottle of gin, having a pillow talk session with Wings. Interesting. Please continue. I've never heard the Comcast story before. Oh my god, he went off on the Comcast story again, but the Comcast troll. And he now declares that the Comcast troll is in jail. How he would know that, I don't know. DSP Gaming, you had a furry moderator called Darziak, who you trusted to mod for you. What happened with him? He's still there. We got the Patrick Boo thumbs down. Quite the defeatist attitude for someone who claims to be happy so much. Stop crashing out about stuff you don't care about and play the damn game. When are you going to watch more Wings Detractor content and say it's real and just clips? Someone got banned for not really. Why is it so easy to bait you? Bait devour, DSP Gaming. Do sit-ups, you fat fuck. Oh, big up Detractor win. And then more, well, paper plates. I think I see a second liver spot coming in by your left ear. If you're here and make less than Phil, around 130 a year, consider using money to support yourself instead. Oh yeah, that definitely got banned. Why don't you pay Darziak when you make so many channel assets and thumbnails for you? How do I get a real ID? Help me, Ash. I don't know what to do. Of course, that's reference to the leaked DMs. Hi, DSP Gaming. I've been watching since Heavy Rain. Sorry, I can't support much. I've had to spend a lot of car repairs since the Dunce dealership didn't call me to let me know to change the oil. So anyone that doesn't know, DSP refused to change his oil because his dealership never called him and told him to. Phil get hammered and call Wings. You must all give $81 to this man who makes $130K a year so that he can hit a non-goal, or else Hollow Knight is gone forever. Okay, we already read that one. Your jaws have jiggle physics, LOL. This game is done really well, which is why I like playing it so much. DSP Gaming, so you only enjoy playing this game because your people are giving you money. Stock and Tiger, aka Timbo, next bankruptcy when. DSP Gaming, I hope you are able to get the support you're looking for. I'll be around to help in any way I can. If you want to chat offline as well. You banned the wrong guy, dunce. His business plan is threatening to quit games. Pathetic. I would support, but you said denim in the banana song, and that's just weird to be honest. Hey, DSP Gaming, Wings is crying. Can you call him? And that's all just from today. So if you want, you could always go by platform. You can go by week, month, all time. Now the best part on here though is this right here. So if you go under request sock at the top, you can actually get a sock for Kick, so you can constantly go in and out of Kick chat. So click request, sign a Kick account. Once provides, the account is permanently yours. Credentials and all that is yours. It's time only. So right now, there is 244 sock accounts available right now, and then eventually they'll be refreshed. So damn. And then I think as well, you can actually watch Raw Phil on here too if you wanted, on the Kick side. I think that is it. Then that's that. Archive. So he also shows all the past streams. All of these, and you know what the best part is? When you click on them, let's take God of War, Sons of Sparta. Of course, it's private because he does that. If you look at right here, bans this stream, 77 bans. And you can go down and actually look at all the different bans. This is just for one stream, by the way. All the bans. So let's see here. How many did he have today? He had 38. That's not too bad for DSP. Street Fighter 21. So he had more bans today than for Street Fighter. 77 on that. RimWorld. 20. Okay. So for some reason, I think this is right after, was it 213? Yeah, so that's right after the Wings call right there. Let's see last week for Street Fighter. 58, so yeah. Yeah, a lot of people banned during this stream. But anyways, let's get on to what we're here for, what we're supposed to have fun with. Ladies and gentlemen, we start off during the Kino Casino. When it was in full force, he was cocky as hell. And he wanted to do, DSP tries it, cookie crumble. You know, the thing he just tried? Well, this is the first time he talked about it. And there was a Twitter account that was going after all the detractors. Some people said it was actually Phil behind it. We'll never know. However, let's hear what he has to say about the cookie crumble and what the detractors are up to.
So that's my opinion on that. Now, what I'd like to talk about next, let's talk about this goal for today and the week, and let's talk about the reward. All right, so as you know, yesterday I announced that our goal for the week would be thus. If we continue to hit the daily goals, or I should say the stream goals, because we have 2 a day, right? And we keep this streak up, that this Friday, just like last week where I did the Chicken Big Mac, I would actually get some cookies from a local business called Crave that's like right across the street from me. And I would order like a multi-pack of gourmet cookies from there. And I would dress up like the Cookie Monster to be silly because it's Halloween month, you know. It's actually...
Remember, he is not a children's entertainer.
A Halloween costume I had like 3 years ago. But I would toss it on. And I would try out these gourmet cookies and rate them for you guys. And I thought that it would be a fun event. Some people liked it, some people didn't. Okay, admittedly. Yesterday we had a rough time hitting the goals. So maybe it's just that people just don't like this idea. But
no, they don't.
The reaction
like you,
of my detractors towards this is so fucking unhinged. You won't even believe it. You ready for this? Because I wasn't ready for this. All right? So FYI, someone made a parody Twitter account. What they're doing is they're basically trying to take all detractor shit and post it in one place so people can look at this and see how deranged my detractors are. Okay? So I actually just stumbled upon this account this morning as I was looking for news to talk about. Are you ready for this? So here we go. I swear to you, I have not made this up, and I swear to you, this is genuine and legit. Okay? So this is the account. And what they're doing, like I said, they are summarizing detractor posts and things like that in one spot. And they're very, very, they're basically acting positive about them, when in reality, you can tell what they're trying to do is expose how insane they are. But
and the funny thing is, they kept getting banned on Twitter. And they also eventually got tired of defending Phil and be like, fuck this, we're not doing this anymore, and just let him go.
It's funny because they always act like it's...
That account belonged to Phil. I can see it happening like that, but there's no 100% sure it is.
You know, real news, exciting news. Okay? So take a look at this. Massive DSP news alert. They call me DSP wants to eat cookies, and he may or may not get jumped by Grimner the Geek on the way to get those cookies.
Going on,
Who knew that buying cookies could be so dangerous?
Now, let's actually read what it says. So, DSP's latest goal is for some cookies from Crave across the road from his place. Interesting decision, especially when he knows someone who works there. He'll be in for a surprise for sure if he gets his goals this week. Ha ha. Nowhere in there did it say he's going to get jumped, he's going to get assaulted, he's going to get beat up. It doesn't say it at all. It's Phil being paranoid.
Here's the actual post by Grimner the Geek. So DSP's latest goal is for some cookies from Crave across the road from his place. Interesting decision, especially when you know someone who works there. He will be in for a surprise for sure if he gets his goals this week. Ha ha. So how exactly am I supposed to react to this? Right? Like there's many different ways you can react to something like that. You know, number one, you could just ignore it completely, not even.
Also, this is right across from his place. So he could literally walk there, get it, and bring it back. But of course, he has to do DoorDash, so it's even more expensive. And then complain that it's more expensive.
Bring it up and say, this guy's just some kind of a dickless wonder here on the internet. He's
You are a
talking
dickless
shit
wonder.
because, you know, he's an asshole, but he's not going to do anything, right? That you could approach it that way, right? Number two, you could take it ultra seriously and be like, oh my God, someone's threatening me on the internet. This is awful. They're saying they're going to do something when I go to pick up cookies later in the week, and this is unacceptable behavior, and everyone should get this guy in trouble, and blah, blah, blah. So that's like the two extremes, right? One would be completely ignore it and don't address it at all whatsoever. And then the other is, oh, completely take it seriously, over the top, 100% believe that it's true.
Phil, this is why people make fun of you. You devour every single bait. So he's just joking about this. He's not actually going to do it. If anything, it says, oh, maybe they'll give him the wrong stuff. Maybe they'll mess up his order. He's not saying he's going to beat you up. That's you being paranoid. Because you take everything to the extreme.
Right? I tend to land somewhere in the middle. All right? In reality, when I read that post from this Grimnir the Geek, who obviously is an unhinged, mentally stunted individual, right? I don't read it as, oh, this means that someone's going to like come jump me at the cookie store. What I read this as...
Now, keep in mind, when he talks about this in the future, he says, oh, they said they're going to be waiting for me in the parking lot to beat me up. His story changes every single time he says this.
As is, they're going to try to work with someone who works there to fuck with my order, right? To either fuck it up so it's the wrong thing, or, you know, fast food, they'll spit in your burger or whatever. Like, they'll, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to fuck with it and make it wrong or something. Now, here's the thing. You might say, well, Phil, why would anyone do that? Because obviously, if they're working at the cookie store, they probably need that job. Why would they risk their job in order to mess with you? Well, you might ask that question and say, well, you're right. It's bullshit. Except I literally had someone last year who worked...
Yeah, he's ignoring it by making a whole ass segment about it.
Worked for my ISP, Comcast.
Oh my God.
And who was actually resetting my modem, who was putting nasty messages inside of it and renaming my wireless networks, which I had disabled. They were enabling the wireless networks and turning them on to say stuff that was insulting about me and my family members. So everyone who lived near me would see, oh, look, a public wireless network that's insulting Phil. And this is documented that it happened. And I caught it when a tech came to my house and we were looking in the modem and we found the logins from an admin working at Comcast.
No, what probably happened is he probably had the default stuff on and someone found it and got in there.
And this person was so unhinged, they went on Kiwi Farms and posted up evidence that, yes, they do work at Comcast, and here's my...
There was no evidence. The person on Kiwi Farm just said, I did this. And DSP thinks, oh, that's evidence. That means he did it. Just like debunking it.
Account information. And then they ended up getting shit canned because of it. All right? So I just want you to think about that. Already, the extreme has already happened. Right? So, do you think that I would put it past this thing at all? Do you think I would do that? Right? No. I would. You know, why would I disavow it? I believe that there might be someone who's dumb enough to say, oh, I was convinced by someone on the internet that this person who ordered cookies is a bad person, so now I'm going to fuck up their order. Right?
Yeah,
I actually believe
that. For that.
You know, I'm sad that I have to believe it because I don't want to believe it. I want to have some kind of like faith in humanity, that people are innately good and have morals. And if you're at a job, just because someone tells you that someone online is bad, that you would fuck with their order. But I actually don't believe it now. Like, I actually think, yeah, that actually could happen. That they would actually know someone who works there and that person does everything they can to make the order fucked up. Right? And then what would happen?
Now, the funny thing is, every time he gets DoorDash on DSP Tries It, they always say, oh, they fucked up my order. Fucking morons.
Happen. Then I got to go out of my way to get it fixed or whatever. Now the DSP Tries It is ruined or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, in reality, this kind of worked out. I feel like this did work out in my favor. And the reason is, I don't think you guys liked the cookie goal anyway. Because like I said, the only reason that it was going to work or it was happening was because, well, excuse me, let me try this again. The only reason that I know that is because yesterday we had a hard time hitting the goals, right? We had a really hard time hitting those goals yesterday.
Wow, this right here seems like a lifetime ago. The Kino Casino arc, where he was cocky. He was going after everyone. Oh, how times have changed.
And that tells me you guys just weren't so gung-ho for it, right? So that's all right. Now, the thing is, I shouldn't have to worry that if I go to a local business that there's some unhinged mental case working there who's going to fuck with my order. Do you understand? Like, this post
Yeah,
like,
look
this
at his show
guy
rocking.
posting shit like that should be fucking banned immediately. Like, dude, you just made a public threat towards someone you don't know who has nothing to do with you. You're saying you want either someone to fuck with their order.
Now, Phil, the whole thing is people say this kind of stuff because they know you're going to react to it. You're going to devour the bait. You're going to say, look at these people, blah, 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 Karen, 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 old man yelling at the clouds.
Or even fucking fuck them up like in real life.
Because it's just like art to you. The only reason people are saying stuff about his daughter is because he's reacting to it.
The fuck off of Twitter, right? But the thing is, I'm not going to do anything because I don't bother because it's not my problem. And quite frankly, I'm not going to sit here and fight every single case. You know what I'm saying? This is just stupid.
I think that's the end of the rant there.
But here's the deal.
Oh, never mind.
If we're not doing this, because it sounds like you guys don't want it regardless, right? Then what are we doing? You know, yesterday we looked up Jack in the Box.
Okay, he's just going on about other food. So this is from DSP Rants. I didn't even know this channel existed. So subscribe like I just did there. Give it a thumbs up. And then we're going to do something on the fly here. So I'm just going to check one thing here. Because I want to see... Oh, spelled that wrong. Let's see, is it here? Oh, I think this is it here. Okay. So, we are now taking a little side turn here on Pig Go. So right here, I think he's talking about it here.
That's action-based as, like, her first one ever. Because it's too frustrating and too challenging. You know what I mean? Like, someone's a newcomer to Pokemon, so she didn't play. All right, guys, I think it's time to end. There will be a podcast because we want to do that and then play High Guard. So,
okay, let's try that again. We're going to beat me up. I'm serious. Okay. Maybe the timestamp's off here.
that's act rather than slow pace. Sometimes there are games she doesn't.
That's weird.
Right now, she
doesn't say anything about that. Oh, what is this? Oh, here we go. Cookies to beat. Remember, he said, nobody would ever beat me up. He said, I didn't think anyone would do that. Let's take a look here.
Up at Crumble Cookies to beat me up. It was a...
Here we go. So remember what he just said in that rant. And this on screen. This is on screen. Perfect.
You guys were right. Use a different car. They'll do that every time. Because who wants to drive that piece of garbage?
And this is like 2
There you
years
go.
later.
One day will I try Crumble Cookies? Hey, we were going to do either Crumble Cookies or Crave Cookies months and months ago. People told me it was a horrible idea. And one person said that they were actually going to show up at Crumble Cookies to beat me up in person. I'm serious. That happened.
So, Phil, where in that text there, that tweet, did it say he's going to show up there and beat you up? It's almost like you're lying, Phil.
I'm not making that up. So we never did it.
Hear that? He
It was
says,
a
I didn't make it up.
Either Crumble Cookies or Crave Cookies months and months ago. People told me it was a horrible idea. And one person said that they were actually going to show up at Crumble Cookies to beat me up in person. I'm serious. That happened. I'm not making that up.
Another lie exposed of DSP. Yeah, exactly. That's not what the tweet said. Okay, I'm going to leave Pig Go on here. We're going to go on to our next one just in case we need it. Now, do you guys remember when DSP had a huge meltdown and actually had a Karen rant because people had a secret detractor Discord? That is right. But the thing he was most mad about is that they were playing games together. They were watching movies together. They were having fun together. How dare they, dude? Yeah, they implied he might get something in their food. Oh, and obviously this is the GOAT. DSP tries it, Memology 101. Go subscribe to them.
Last time I had financial freedom was probably 2014 when I moved out here. That was the end of it. Seriously. Like.
Oh, and I had an idea for a stream too. Let me get you guys' opinion on this. what if we have a Pig Pig Go night where we put different things in Pig Pig Go and see what comes up? Different phrases, different words. Because on Pig Pig Go, not only do you have this here where you can look stuff up, but you also have trends. So you can see like how many times he said it, the highest amount. Let's do something right now. I'm getting a little bit sidetracked here. Okay, guesses on what you think for support. How many hits do you think will be on support here? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, if it actually loads. Are you serious? Let's do tips. Oh, wait, it loaded. Wow, look at that. Look at support. So you got 6. Okay, 3. We got double digits. Double digits. Then all of a sudden, we have, look at that, triple digits there. Pig Pig Go Family. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. So we got July 2018, we're up to 627. Then it goes down. Then it goes up 800. Then over here, 823. 2022, 1054. And look at this over here. Look at this. August 2025, 1673. Amazing. Just amazing, Phil. Okay, let's go back to this. Let's lower this a bit. Dude, I had to jump in when you did that search. You read my name with support. What happened to 2018? I wonder what happened then. Yeah. Crashes the computer. Oh, son. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So maybe I'll do another thread on the channel after this stream for words or phrases you want me to add in there.
2014.
So let's get to
57 minutes in. I'm trying to remember that around the 57-minute mark to clip this.
Guys.
Because later.
You ready? This is still during the Kino Casino arc. And he's mad that the detractors have a secret Discord or Discord whatever. But it's not even active. It's funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been made aware. Are you ready for this? A secret detractor Discord. Wow. Now you may be saying, Phil, you're being far too dramatic, right? Why you gotta call it the secret detractor Discord? Why you gotta act like it's...
And Phil, it's not like it's a secret. They named it Secret Detractor Discord because they're making fun of you. It's a public thing too.
Some clandestine thing, you know. I'm not emphasizing, I'm not exaggerating. They actually called it the Secret Detractor Discord server. That's the actual name of it. I'm not making...
This man does not know what sarcasm is.
Making that up. That's literally the name they chose for the server. Okay? So, I got wind of this last night via this tweet, okay? And so, I started reading the series of tweets. First of all, 43 members, 15 online, right? And
yeah, it's a secret Discord that's public. What a fucking idiot.
so, you start reading into it. First of all, here we go. Here's a bunch of the members. And this
Oh, look at, there's Mighty D in there too.
is just funny because this is just like a
What's going on,
veritable
Hano?
who's who of like Loserville. Like, you know, the kids who in school, they had to sit in the corner with the dunce cap on, or the ones who rode the short bus all the time.
Hey, don't make fun of Jade like that.
I mean, this is where they conglomerate together. This is their collaboration. This is like their super group, right? So, I mean, just take a quick look. Almighty, I mean, you have to assume Almighty is probably Almighty Tevin, right?
It's Tevin's fault.
Right? And by the way, these aren't outdated. These people are online. They're online. You see that?
I guess you know about Detractor's win site. Oh yeah, we looked at that at the start of the stream. I think every time I stream, I'm going to start off with that to see how many bans he has in a stream.
Outside Phil. Yes, Goutside Phil. Yes, because as you know,
Does that say Dildo Carver? That's absolutely disgusting.
I'm heavily afflicted with gout. And every day I have an attack of this. And, you know, even though I haven't had attacks in years, it's not anything pertinent or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
And And I like too now, he's not even saying he has gout. He says he has a blood condition.
And I know you probably can't see it very well because this is a 1080p webcam. It's not very clear. You probably can't, you can't even tell from that.
Remember when people thought that was fake? But now he just has like retard bendability.
Shot at all. My foot is incredibly swollen. You cannot tell from what I wanted to show you there.
He thinks online means they're online in the server, yeah.
It's about, I'd say about 1.5.
Only thing with that site is that it counts timeouts as bans too. Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Times the chubbiness of my other foot. It's swollen up out of nowhere. Now, at first, I thought maybe I had whacked it. Let's see. Kozatov. I remember him. He was an asshole. Who else do we got? The Gout Police. Look out. The Gout Police are coming for you. Woo, woo, woo. Do you have...
Look at the confidence on him when he has Kino Casino at his back and he thinks, I can go after the detractors. It was a frustrating time, but a funny time at the same time.
Have swollen joints and high uric acid levels? The Gout Police are out to make the bust. What the fuck? And it's got the icon of the police officer from Monopoly. Do you think he even knows that that's the police officer from Monopoly?
Oh, I wonder, Phil. He made the profile. He put the avatar on. I wonder if he knows about it, Phil.
Probably not. Probably just stole it off of something. Teo does art.
Yeah, coming from the guy who stole the animation, charged $100 for it, by the way.
From Monopoly? Probably not. Probably just stole it off of something. Teo does art.
That does not say Teo. That says Theo.
This guy too has hated on me for like a decade or more. I remember. I don't remember exactly how. He might have used to be a
By the way, I see TJ right there. Shout out to TJ.
fan, and he turned on me or something like that. Oh, now we're getting into the good one. Now we're getting into
it's the goats. It's a Gundam and memology. Shout out to Mary, by the way.
the good stuff. First of all, we got the Crown Prince, or maybe I should call him the Clown Prince of Detractor hating on me. It's a Gundam. The guy who was so fucking desperate for attention that he basically begged Craig to...
Yeah, he changed his name Teo, changed it from Theo to Teo after DSP called him that to make fun of him.
Be in somehow a part of my interview on Side Scrollers last year, and he got himself played at the end of the interview as like a celebrity question.
Well, can you imagine if It's a Gundam had a live question for DSP and interacted with him? That'd be amazing.
And his question was so fucking bad. He couldn't even say it in a way that was intelligible that anyone understood. So we all just listened to it, and we all just shook our heads and were like, yeah, whatever, and we moved right on. I didn't answer the question.
That's not what happened, Phil.
The guy sounds like, straight up like Yucko the Clown off the Howard Stern show. He's literally not added an intelligent thought to the planet since he was born. He's a fucking Joe. He's a living Joe, you know? And he thinks that it's... I'm gonna sit on the fucking Dark Side Phil secret detractor Discord, right? Here's another winner, Memology 101. Shout out!
Memology lives rent-free in his house. He's one of the people he hates the most. Oh, by the way, I just noticed this. Liquid Phil. The Chris Chan comparisons continue.
Yeah, you know, that guy who literally has been making insanely untrue videos about me for the longest time. Like, it's...
Now, this is funny because he says Memology, Snore Hogan, Duty, they all make videos that are untrue. They're slander. They're this, they're that. Most of them, if you take out Duty, none of the other ones, Snore Burnell, put commentary over it. They just chop up, sometimes the whole segment, and just put it out there. So how is it lies? How is it slander when it's your raw material there? You even said your detractors every day put out your raw content, but it's full of slanders and lie. So does that mean you're lying about yourself and slandering yourself?
As far back as like 6+ years ago, right? This guy, let me tell you a little story about Memology 101, all right, and the content he makes. I was playing this horrible video game. Basically what it was supposed to be like Attack on Titan meets World of Warcraft. So you're fighting giant green orcs that I swear to God look like they were stolen out of a Blizzard game, okay? But they're like Attack on Titan size, and you're chopping their limbs off. It's so bad. It's terrible. The game is absolutely awful, okay? but I needed something to play at the time. There was like no real.
Well, DSP is one of the most weirdest people out there. So typically, if you have people that are reported on you and you have detractors, in any other world, the core material, the core audience, the core substance, which is DSP, we get majority of the views, and all the people that report on him, we get less views. But for some reason in the DSP verse, it's reversed. So all the detractors, anyone that streams on DSP makes like 10, 15 times more views than him.
New games out, so I was playing this game. I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and
Oh yeah. So Snort, Burnell, and Hogan, Memology, they always add stuff in to make it like fair use. So he can't just say, oh, it's all the raw material all out there. They chop it up, they show his lies, they show what he actually did or said. They put commentary in text on there. So it's not like it's just like the raw material.
I'm gonna keep playing it and beating it, but the game is terrible. Everyone agrees no one's playing this game. People who played it all quit and said, fuck this, we're not playing this game. It's atrociously bad. I kept playing it. I literally kept playing the game, and I actually beat it. I was one of the few fucking content creators on the internet
X'd
that
out.
actually stomached through this insanely mediocre game and beat it. Okay? One day, I'm literally at the end of my stream. In fact, I'm going over trying to beat this one part of the stage, and I
You ran some numbers, and temporary bans are 8.5% of the total bans. Oh, on detractor wins.
die, and it frustrates me because I'd stayed like maybe 15, 20 extra minutes on my stream, and I still didn't beat it. And I got angry. I was like, ah.
Well, I can assume if anyone talks about his tits or his wife, it's probably a permanent ban.
Fuck this game, it's a piece of shit or whatever. I said, all right, guys, that's it. I'm out of time, whatever. This guy, I swear to God, makes a video. Dark Side Phil rage quit the game.
Yeah, where's his key to the city?
Oh, he rage quit. He freaking rage quit. All right, there you go. Amazing. Dark Side Phil rage quit the game.
Phil, I got some news for you. Your most watched content is when you rage, and especially when you rage quit. Because people don't come to you to see excellent gameplay, for you to persevere over the objectives. They come there to see you rage and salt and seethe. They want to see the rage quits. They want to see the wage quits. They want the pure, unadulterated salt.
Playing it. I didn't quit it. I'm still playing it. I never quit the playthrough. I beat the whole game. Okay? I was over my stream time. I stayed late to try to beat the stage. I lost, got angry that I died, and said, okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll play it again. What the fuck are you talking about?
So you got angry at the game and you quit it. So anger, rage, and you quit the game. Rage, quit. Rage quit?
This motherfucker literally makes completely factually untrue content every single day. The content they make is some of the worst complete shit on YouTube. And morons watch the content not because they want news or reporting that's true. It's because they want...
Phil, watching Memology, the Snorts, Hogan and Burnell, watching Duty, it's not about watching it like a news report. It's to sum up everything that happened in the day. So they want a digestible video that looks at all the memorable moments. You refuse to do it because your ego can't help it. But people are attracted to negativity, toxicity, if you will. And they want to see you rage. They want all the memorable moments without 7 hours of dead air.
Want drama. So people who are mentally stunted, who like fake drama, go and watch this guy's content. He's a loser. He should not be on YouTube. He should not be allowed to be on YouTube. He's lucky that no one has sued him for slander or defamation or whatever the hell it is.
He doesn't even know what it is. Slander or defamation or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, you're always talking about suing people, Phil. Maybe you should get the terminology down first. Second of all, defamation and slander cases are very, very hard to prove. Because then you have to prove that your income went down specifically because of that person. And not only that, because of that, in discovery, your bank accounts, your PayPal accounts, everything will be entered in and analyzed. And you do not want that. Because most of the time, all that stuff goes in as evidence and public record.
Because literally, the vast majority of content he puts out is all fucking fake.
Sure. What the fuck?
Okay? But he's in the server, the secret detractor server. Liquid Phil, I swear.
Phil, look at the top here. It says #Dave. Do you think this is actually a secret detractor Discord?
Remember that name from something, but I don't know what. Probably just another long time, loser detractor of mine. Here's the best part. Just a Gamer John. It wasn't enough for Just a Gamer John to be in the secret detractor Discord once. Oh no. He had to create 2 different accounts so he could be there twice, just in case one of them got disconnected from the internet.
He is so butthurt over this.
That's absolutely fucking amazing. 2 accounts in the same.
Okay, so we have... Okay, so on detractor.wins, for a quick way to check, you can switch to live chat, and if your chat disappears, you're banned or shadowed by the algorithm. Okay.
Discord. Oh, here we go. Well, Mighty D. Once again, another guy, I've never seen a piece of content out of this guy ever, but I hear all the time about this motherfucker talking.
And I love it when he says, I don't know anything about this person. I've never seen anything about them. However, people send me stuff about them. So then you have seen stuff when people send it. Make it make sense.
Shit about me. But that was just the online people, because there's also a ton of offline people. I wasn't privy to the offline people, so I don't know who the offline people are. All right? But anyway. So those are the people that were in the Discord, right? So listen to this. They immediately erased the server when I showed someone that it merely was a real thing. And basically, he has even more posts up here. I purged most of the server.
Yeah, and this Ollie person was one of his spies that went around detractor streams and detractor Twitter accounts and went back to Phil, look at all these people, look what they're saying, blah, blah, blah. And that's how Phil, he always has flying monkeys everywhere. But this one was just public.
Since some DSP slur.
He was such a huge F
think
slur.
this was unironically a DSP server in use. Makes it that much funner. I just saw a slur. Post a screen cap thinking, no way they think this is a real Highmind server with only like 40 members.
Oh, why didn't you want to say that, Phil? You said it in the past.
With 6 people to talk, blah, blah, blah. And then to make matters even funnier, as if it's not funny enough to make fun of that server, right? Like, who on earth would be part of this server?
Yeah, it says right there. It's funny because no one has joined in New Year's. It's funny because no one has joined new in years. Phil, it's not an active Discord then.
Life losers, idiots, people who are mentally stunted, fucked up people with no morals, the dregs of society, right? That's who would be on a server like that. This guy who deleted the server actually goes out of his way to post this up, okay? He nuked it because it hadn't been used in years, despite the fact it showed active users. It showed that people...
Phil, you are one of the dumbest people ever. And it's moments like this where you can go back and actually see how dumb he is.
People were actually active on it.
What a dumbass. What a fucking dumbass.
That is right, Pascal.
Right? And then here's the other funny part. Listen to this. This is the best part. This is absolutely... I couldn't, we talk about felting people. I couldn't felt any worse than...
Remember, guys, he hates the word felt, and it's only for mentally retarded people, in his words.
How these people felt themselves. Because like I said, I don't have to lift a finger anymore. Everything is falling apart. All my detractors are literally systematically crumbling around me. Okay? You gotta read this. You ready for this? The guy who purged it doesn't own it.
TJ?
We haven't spoken there in years. Why purge it? Why purge it? To fuck with people like you who think it's a gathering hub.
Oh, why didn't you want to say that word either, Phil? In 2025 and 26, you say that word every single stream.
For even more slurs, even better. Then again, I'm on the active tractor server.
Oh, this is where it gets so good, because he's going to complain that they have lives and they have fun together and they share videos and memes and they play games together. Oh my god, guys. What a bunch of assholes.
We share videos and memes, and we even game together. So this guy is saying, That wasn't even an active server anymore. We haven't done any of that stuff in years. Oh, by the way, we have an active server where we actively do this every single day. Ultimate self-felt. You fucking idiot. On the one hand, you say, we're not part of that server. That's all old, disbanded. No one cares about it anymore. Oh, yeah, we have an active one where we do this every day. You fucking moron. Could you be possibly any more stupid? I don't think so. I actually don't think it's possible. If this server's been public the 6 years I've been in it, there's thousands of tractors and sub 50 of us in that one. Be real. The reason I jumped in there for the first time in 6 years is because you were there. My dude. My moronic idiot. You literally admitted you're in another server. You're defending your action saying I only jumped in that server because I figured someone was in there talking about it. But you actively admitted you're in another one right here, you fucking degenerate moron. How can...
Okay, so I just have to ask this. There's one major question that I have to ask for this whole segment here. Why, Phil? Why do you care? Why do you care if they're in a server? Like, at the end of the day, this is what you think about 24/7. And this moment in the Kino Casino arc is when we saw true Phil. The guy that's obsessed with tractors, because any other time before or after Kino, he would go, they don't affect me, I don't know what's going on, blah, blah, blah. But during Kino, he knew every detractor, he knew what they're all doing and trying to call them out. Phil, the detractors, they'll watch a video on you, they'll watch a stream. However, before and after those videos or streams, they'll go on their way. They'll go to work, they'll go to school, you know, hang out with their family, their loved ones. But you, Phil, 24/7, you stay up thinking about the detractors, what they're saying, what videos they're doing, what they're saying about you, your wife, your cat, your son cat, I should say. You're obsessed with trying to change the narrative around you.
Do you be that stupid? Do you sit on your toilet with the lid down and shit?
Oh,
I mean,
God.
that's the
I forgot about the scat.
level of stupidity here. Wow. I think that's it. Like,
I recognize your voice now. You did that award show. Yeah, I did. Yeah, people seem to like that, so maybe I'll do it again at the beginning of 2027. Maybe I'll have something special in the works for June or July. I'm just saying. Maybe something special there.
I don't really want to go too much deeper into it. It's just a lot of people reacting to it and saying these are the dumbest fucking people I've ever seen and shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even worth spending any more time on. But it's like, these are my...
Yeah, OIC is probably in Phil's Discord asking for nudes.
detractors. This is what I'm dealing with. These people have not a literal brain cell left in their fucking heads. They sit there in their little circle-jerking communities, singing Kumbaya, and you know...
Now, that makes me pissed, though, dudes. Because it's pissed when he keeps saying that we all have circle jerks. God damn it, I've never been invited to one circle jerk in the detractor community. I'm always left out of the circle jerks.
Playing games together, sending idiotic memes about me to each other. Literally saying, I counted today. Did you know that Dark Side filled?
Yeah, it was top tier. Didn't agree with some of the winners, but I liked the format. Well, the winners, I did not choose any of the winners for the award show. They were all nominated and voted on by the people. I had no influence on any of those except for the Lifetime Achievement Award and the Humanity Award.
DSP himself, he snorted 7 times.
Yeah, if anyone wants to see it on this channel, Bad Moments Reacts, there is an award show giving out awards for the 2025 year. Go check that out. It's under live streams, I believe.
And he cleared his throat 23 times on his stream today. Let the count be updated.
Oh, goddamn. Oh, why?
Holy
Why memology?
fucking shit. What is wrong with you? Do you not understand this is a waste of your life? This is not something to be proud of. Being part of the detractor family is not a real family. Get it? Now I'm going to play like...
Now, you know what the really funny part is? So he goes on about a detractor's secret Discord. DSP has a secret mod Discord. But it's okay for him to have that, but not the detractors.
Review tech. You don't have a real family. Detractors are not a family. They're a bunch of degenerates, a bunch of immoral, mentally stunted people who have latched together with their inability to have a real positive life, and instead have created a social circle around hating on me, a nobody, an arbitrary content creator.
And you care about that more than anything in the world, Phil.
You are fucked if you think that what you're doing is anything positive or meaningful in your life. You are wasting your life. You're going to wake up one day, 45 years old, still single, probably still living with your parents. You're going to get out of bed and you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to realize, holy shit, I just spent 20 years hating on DSP and I have absolutely nothing positive in my own life going because all I did was celebrate hating on DSP for 20 years.
Well, that's not true. We made fun of you. You went crazy. You even ended your bloodline because of us. So, yeah, it's pretty worth it.
With a bunch of fucking losers. How do you not understand this? The people who don't do this are people who have positive lives. We have family, friends, business, things going for us that are positive. We don't just sit here and shit on others. We do productive things with our time. That's why we...
Yeah, we're not a family, and yet we're more of a family than whatever he has. Yeah, and if you mean online or offline, it's the same. Online, he has his cult of hate there, or cult of retards. He also has offline his fat cat and his sun cat.
We don't have detractor servers to sit in and poop on people. We don't have to shit on others because
No, you just got a secret mod Discord.
we're too busy with good things. You can have good things, but you need to use the brain cells that are in your fucking head instead of ignoring them. All right? Take your server, your second server, which you've now admitted you're in, which probably has hundreds to thousands of people in it. Close the fucking server. Go outside, touch grass,
Ironic coming from this guy, telling people to go outside. He leaves the house once a week.
breathe air, and do something with your life for once. You fucking losers. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep winning. I'm going up. You fuckers are going down.
Oh my god, that aged so bad. Let's hear that again. This is like the worst agent thing I've ever heard.
Life for once. You fucking losers. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep winning. I'm going up.
Oh my
you
god.
fuckers are going down. And there's nothing that's going to stop that momentum. You understand?
Oh my god, that aged so poorly. There's nothing that can stop his momentum. Let's hear it one more time. I gotta hear this.
Going anywhere. I'm going to keep winning. I'm going up. You fuckers are going down. And there's nothing that's going to stop that momentum. You understand? You're fucked. So cut the shit and fucking grow the fuck up and do something for yourself. You're pathetic. You're an embarrassment to the human fucking race. You are the poster child, textbook definition of what humanity has created as an offshoot of something meaningful. Your existence is meaningless.
Oh my God, this
You're
is better than I
wasting
thought.
your life. Stop. You can change. Turn it around. Close Discord. Go fucking touch grass. If I look a little pink, it's because I'm probably sunburnt for being outside today for rarity. I'm actually
You did last night whispering to the gay lover, yeah.
outside.
Okay. What the hell is this? He finally admitted it. Never had sex with wife. Oh, shout out Lord Diaz. Duty streams. DSP unhinged rant about secret charger Discord. The man needs help. Yeah. So, guys. You know what's next? I think it's one that at the time, it was all over the place. It was crazy. It's about an upsell. He went to a certain place with his animal family, and he thought they were trying to upsell him something. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. The next rant is about the blood work for Jasper, where he's going to go off about the vet and how they tried to screw him over and all unprofessionalism. Oh, man. Shout out to Snore Hogan.
Well, let me tell you something,
Brother.
Snort,
Oh, I love this intro. Shout out Meerkat, too.
Snort, snort.
One thing that I want to talk about is this vet visit, all right? I'm pretty upset. let's explain what happened. All right. So, for the record, Jasper Kitty is not sick. All right. He's perfectly healthy. He has.
Now, when he says this, he said in 2025, every year Jasper had 1 or 2 UTIs. That is not healthy at all. And when you refuse to clean the litter box, have a safe, clean house for a cat, that can affect him.
Has nothing wrong with him at all right now. He was going in for his yearly checkup, and he was going in to get his rabies vaccine follow-up, okay? Now, I don't know how the rabies vaccine works. That's on the doctor to explain it to you, right? But I was under the understanding that he was going to probably need his rabies vaccine follow-up, but we had scheduled him just for a checkup, and we figured while we're there, we'll get everything done, right?
Yeah, it's almost like they do a checkup, they find something, and they suggest it.
So, here's the thing, all right? We've taken Jasper to this vet for 3 straight years. The first year...
Oh yeah, that reminded me. So, Fish in the chat says, must be the ant poison. So at one point, Cat broke something in the kitchen. And there was glass all over the floor. So, what do you think DSP did to fix the situation? He got his wife slippers for Christmas. That is right. He left the glass on the floor and got his wife slippers so it doesn't cut up her feet. But then he noticed he had ants in the house. What does he do? Lay down ant poison and says, well, Jasper doesn't like sweet stuff. Phil, you have glass and ant poison. You don't clean the litter box. I'm surprised that cat is still alive.
They were still at the end of COVID. So back then, everyone was still wearing masks here in Washington State, and you couldn't go in anywhere. It was like, oh, God. It's like everyone has to have a fucking hazmat suit on. So, you know, oh, my goodness, here's Jasper. Oh, sorry, sir, you can't go back there with him. We'll take him into our sterile room, and we'll you know, examine him ourselves, and we'll tell you the findings.
Oh, they probably saw a drunk idiot stumbling all over the place like, we got to get this cat away from this dude.
It was like, what the hell is this? You know, stupid COVID was so bad, and everyone was so afraid. Here in Washington was one of the worst. We were like some of the worst afraid states there were. So you couldn't do anything, right? Now, the good news is last year, all right, all that was finally over with. No more masks, no more being afraid. So last year, we took Jasper to this same vet in the summer. We were allowed to go into the exam room with him. And here's the thing about Jasper, okay? Jasper Kitty absolutely hates being in the carrier. Whenever he's in that carrier, he's very upset and nervous. If he's in the car, he's panting.
Well, that's the thing, Joe. So, the DSP verse sucks you in. There are so many crazy, over-the-top moments that you think it's in a movie. And the whole thing I describe about DSP is imagine there is a racetrack. On 2 ends is a car. They're both strapped with dynamite. And they're going 2 miles an hour. And you're waiting. And you're waiting. And you're waiting for them to crash. And you have to wait 7 boring hours until you finally get it. Then all of a sudden, it was worth it because you got that explosive moment.
And he's meowing. He's just afraid. He hates the carrier for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if he had a traumatic experience in his past. But he hates the carrier. When he's out of the carrier, he is perfectly fine. So to give you an example, last year, they allowed us into an exam room, so we opened the carrier. He comes out in the exam room. He's having a blast. He's crawling on the desk. He's jumping all around.
Yeah, because he's happy to be there and outside your house.
He's having fun. He actually enjoyed his vet visit last year because, you know, for the first time since COVID ended, you could go in the exam room. He was allowed to run around, have free reign. Had a great time, okay? And it was great. So I remember last year, the vet examined him, explained everything that the vet had found. They said he was a little bit on the overweight side. We need to cut down on his food, which we've done in the last year.
Now, remember, too, in 2025, he said he changed Jasper's diet because the vet kept saying he was fat. This right here is from 2 years ago. So multiple times, a vet had to tell him, change his diet, he's getting fat.
All right, good news is he lost some weight in this last year. You know, and a few other observations, you know, whatever. That was great. And by the way,
I should pitch it to NASCAR, yeah.
But I remember last year, we basically waited in the waiting room maybe 10 minutes, got right into our room, our exam room. That was maybe like a 10-minute wait. Vet came in, exam, done. We were out within like 40 minutes. The whole visit was done. It was awesome, and we were on with our day, okay? So here's what happens this year.
Yeah, mess up your mustache some more, you creepy bastard.
Okay? So I know. You already know what's going to happen. You already know it's going to be some fucking bullshit rigmarole, right? You ready for this?
Yeah, because you're the eternal victim, Phil.
Okay. We show up early. We actually showed up 15 minutes early because we were hoping that if we showed up early, maybe we could get in exactly when our appointment was and we could get out early to do the rest of the stuff we needed to do during the day because we had a very busy day planned. So, first of all, we show up early, okay? And
Also, keep in mind, he said during Smart Guys with PPP that it took him 4 hours to bring in groceries. But remember, he has no time to plan stuff out.
I'm not kidding you. This is what they tell us at the front desk. Oh, you're early? Well, we can't check you in until it's time for your appointment. What? Yeah, we're not allowed to check you in until it's time exactly for your appointment. So, you're just stuck. You came for no reason. Just sit here in the lobby. Great.
Oh,
well,
no.
Jasper hates being in this carrier, and
The king has to wait, dude.
now he's stuck in the carrier for extra time because they don't care that we're there early. They just, oh, just wait. All right, fine. So we wait, and then when it's time for our appointment, we check in. Okay. We then wait in the lobby for about another 10 to 15 minutes. So apparently they weren't ready regardless. And then a tech comes out. And the tech comes out and says, oh, you were early. I swear to God, this is what the tech says. She goes, oh, you were early. Well, the vet is late. Still on lunch.
Now remember too, he always takes one little bit and exaggerates the hell out of it. So I'm assuming that never happened.
Stutters her words, like cuts herself off and changes what she was saying mid-sentence. Still at lunch. So obviously, the tech inadvertently admitted to us that the vet was late for work.
Now if you watch, when he's trying to make up a lie, he'll look like the corner of his eyes will go up. Some people call it the corner demons. But that's a sign when someone's trying to make up something on the spot. Their eyes will go to the right at the corner. Watch his eyes.
So obviously, the tech inadvertently admitted to us that the vet...
You see that?
Uh,
That right there. So when his, by the way, nice stroke face right there. When his eyes do that, that means on the fly, he's trying to make up a lie to make himself look better.
Still at lunch. So obviously, the tech inadvertently admitted to us that the vet was late for work. Okay? So we can't get you in yet. You have to wait in the lobby, and once the vet is back from lunch, we'll let you in. But our appointment is at this time, and the vet's not here? Okay, so what is going on? Now, in the meantime, other people are coming in with their pets. There was someone who came in with 2 chihuahuas. They were let in within 5 minutes into an exam room, and you could hear the doctor over there examining and dealing.
Oh, you see that? You see
5
that?
minutes into an
Watch.
exam room, and you could hear the doctor over there examining
He looked again.
and dealing with the chihuahuas, having a great time in the room. Another person comes in with a cat and a carrier. They're allowed right into an exam room. It's only
Oh,
us
he keeps looking.
that are stuck in this lobby waiting with Jasper and his carrier. Now, if you add up the time, it's been over a half an hour he's sitting here in his carrier in the lobby, and we're not even allowed in yet. So finally, the tech is there, and I'm like, well,
He
how
saw
long are we
Phil
going to
skip
wait? What is
town.
going on? So the tech says, all right, we're going to take him in. The tech takes Jasper in, but not us. What? So now...
Well, Phil, at the beginning of your story, they said the cat's going to go in there and you have to stay behind. But now you're surprised the cat has to go in there and you have to stay behind. Make that make sense.
Now Jasper's in there by himself without us in the room, and we're not allowed to come in. Why not? The people with the chihuahuas are in the room.
That's 5 equals
The
3.
woman with the other cat just went into the room. Why can't we go in?
Because you're a drunk
No,
asshole.
you stay in the lobby. Okay? All right. So they take Jasper in. 5 minutes. I'm not kidding. I timed it. 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, they take Jasper back out and hand it back to us in the carrier. And I'm like, did you do anything? Did you examine? Don't worry. The vet will be right with you. We wait another 20 minutes.
Oh my God, the
So
king
now
has to wait,
Jasper
dude.
has been in his carrier over an hour, and it's not even clear if they examined him or not. We don't know what happened yet. Okay? So now we've been there an
It's the pre-work before the actual vet comes in, Phil.
hour. Finally, a woman who they... Oh, I'm the vet.
Oh my god, a woman. What the fuck, dude?
You should have seen this woman.
I'm married,
All right, she
stupid.
comes out. First of all, everyone else that's working there has their like nurse / tech garb on, so you can tell they work there. It says the name of the vet. This woman comes out in gray sweat clothes. It looks like she literally just came in off the street, maybe from jogging. I'm not sure. Her hair, you can literally tell she was late for work because her hair is dripping.
So, if you notice too, this is another thing. So, if you notice he looks directly to the side, his monitor is on the side. He's looking at chat to see if they're buying his lies.
You can
Watch
literally
his-
tell
to the side.
she was
Right there. So, he's looking at the monitor to see if chat is buying everything that he's selling right here. And no, they called him out. They called him a liar, and he didn't like that.
late for work because her hair is dripping wet. You could tell what happened is she came in and just quickly
I want my cat right now. I give you support. Now, where's my animation? Yeah.
brushed or combed her hair with water before she came out to the lobby. It literally had just been combed because it was wet as shit, right? So she comes out not dressed for work with wet hair. Okay, so is that Jasper? Wait, what? You're the vet. Didn't you just examine him? Oh, is that Jasper? Okay.
So, Phil, this does not make sense. You said she just came in, but you're saying the other person checked Jasper. Now you're saying, didn't you just check Jasper? That makes no sense. So, there's another lie right there.
Okay, so here's what we found. Okay? So here's what the vet says. First of all, well, has he ever had blood work? And I'm like, you work here. He's been here for 3 years. You don't know if he's had blood work yet. So I said, no, he hasn't had blood work. He's
Because, Phil, it's easier to ask you if he has blood work than go into a computer and actually look it up.
never had a reason to have blood work. I never had a serious illness or whatever. So, he never had that, So he's here for his exam and his rabies vaccine, right? So they said, okay, well, we think he should have blood work. Why? Well, it's a routine thing for these cats. Every few years they should have blood work. It's a way to check for diseases. It's a way to check for this or that. I'm like, all right, so let's be real here. Let's talk cost.
I love that too. So the vet's like, okay, this is a normal thing. We want to check him every few years for, disease, make sure he's okay, he's medically okay. And DSP's first response is, how much is that going to cost? Phil, you said you look at this cat like a son, and you're not going to get him medical advice, not going to get blood work, and you're just going to go, oh, if it costs money, then no.
What do I owe you now? And what am I going to owe you if we have blood work? Okay? So he goes, well, for the exam and the rabies vaccine today, it's $109.
Okay.
Okay? But if we do the blood work, it's $450.
Now, I want to point something out here, too. So he said $400 for a blood work for Jasper is too much. It's not needed. Do you guys remember what happened 2 days later? Do you guys remember that? Tell me in chat if you remember what happened 2 days later. That is right. 2 days later, he bought a new fight stick for over $400. The Suncat is not as good as a fight stick for a Street Fighter, dude.
What? And I was like, $450? But there's nothing wrong with him. Why do I want you to do $350 blood test?
Phil, she just said it should be something to be done like every few years, routine.
Right? But this vet is actually like hard selling me on getting this blood test. Like, he's not sick.
Oh, he looked again. Oh, there's another look.
And she kept pushing it. She's like, no, really, I'm telling you, I'm recommending you should. I was like, we're not doing the blood test, all right? This is ridiculous. Like, we're not doing this blood test. He came here for one thing. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, also, I want to point out. So this is from 2 years ago. So this is 2024. In 2025, he said he eventually got the blood work for Jasper, but he wouldn't get it here, but then went on to buy a fight stick with the exact same money. It tells you his priorities and how much he loves his family.
So, by the way, at this point, we don't even know if he received his vaccine or anything. This vet told us nothing. So the vet says, all right, well, I'll be back. And goes into the back and disappears, I shit you not, for another 20 minutes.
Oh no,
20
she got
minutes.
prep for stuff.
And then comes back again. Well, never comes back. We never saw the vet again. If that even was the vet. I don't know. There was nothing on the person to say they were the vet. Okay? Finally, the vet tech
You watched all 3 Lego streams of DSP? That must have been hell.
comes out again. So now we've been here almost 90 minutes. Jasper's been in this carrier, and he's very upset. He hates being in the carrier, and he's been in here for 90 minutes. By the way, we weren't allowed into the room. If he even saw a room, I don't even fucking know, right? I have no clue. And, what you want to talk about a night and day experience. Last year, they're nice, they're kind. Within 20 minutes, we're in an exam room. Jasper's out of the character. He's out of the carrier.
Well, Phil, maybe, just maybe they saw something that needed to be taken care of. Just saying.
He's playing. He's enjoying himself. He's having a good time, right? He gets his vaccine, which is quick. We're out of there within 40 minutes. We're 90 minutes into yesterday's visit, and we don't even know what's happened yet. I was ready to walk out. Kat was very upset. She's like, I want to get out of here. This is absolutely ridiculous. I said, if they don't come within 5 more minutes, we're leaving. And then they can figure out how to bill us.
Yeah. Imagine that too. He hasn't got his rabies shot. He hasn't got any of the other stuff they came for. But if I don't get helped in 5 minutes, I'm going to leave. And my cat's not getting his rabies shot, dude. What a scumbag.
Because I've had enough of this. This is fucking ridiculous. How we're being treated, right? So, finally, the vet tech comes out again, not the vet, and says, all right, we're all set. I said, what do you mean you're all set? Well, we're ready to go. What do you mean you're ready to go? Did he get his vaccine? Oh, yeah, when we brought him back before, we examined him, we got him his vaccine, he's good to go. You didn't tell us. We've been sitting here an hour and a half. You never even told us that you did that, right? So I go up to the front, and I pay for the exam of the vaccine.
Yeah,
and they give me
was
that tag that
downstairs
says that
crying.
he's been vaccinated or whatever. And they hand me a ton of paperwork. Now, I don't know what any of this paperwork is, okay?
It's probably your bills.
Wouldn't know until I have a chance to read it. And I said, we got Jasper home. We had a ton of shit to do. We had to go grocery shopping. We had to do a ton of stuff. So later that night, all right, I come home, and it's time. Let's read the paperwork. It's like 8, 9 p.m. now, right? So I start reading the paperwork. And on the paperwork, all of a sudden, it says all this shit on the paperwork that this vet never told us about, all right? Number one, it explains the whole vaccination process. It says last year he got his first dose. This year's the booster. Now that he got the booster, he doesn't need a rabies vaccine for 3 more years. So we don't have to worry about getting him back to the vet for his vaccine next
Okay.
summer. It's taken care of. Cool. We got 3 years to wait till 2026. Did the vet tell us that? No.
Oh, you have till 2026, eh, Phil? That would be the current year. So I wonder if he's going to get his rabies shots this year. Or are you going to skip out saying, I don't have the money, dude?
No, never explained. Another thing, and this really got me, okay? There's something on there that we absolutely should have known. The vet didn't tell us. It says Jasper is starting to show early signs of a little bit of dental plaque. Now, it's early. What you can do is you can do,
At this point, the cat is like 3 or 4 years old.
like dental treats. You buy cat dental treats and things, and it'll actually start cleaning their teeth nicely. And as long as you do it regularly, it should not be a problem at all. He should be good. All right? But it even says on there, some cats, it doesn't actually help using the dental treats. And long term, they might need to get tooth cleanings. All right? So keep an eye on it. The vet didn't fucking say that at all. Now, after the vet appointment, during our day out, we went to the pet store. And we actually bought Jasper things. We could have bought him the dental treats. But we didn't know we needed to get them because the vet didn't fucking say anything.
What really happened was that the vets were run behind and Phil thought he would be able to push in front of other people that were scheduled before him because he arrived earlier than them. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Orders it from Amazon, poor kitty.
Okay? So literally, we went to the vet for an hour and a half. Jasper was seen for 5 minutes. And literally the vet told us none of the information that we should have known while we were there and expected us to just figure it out later by reading this giant stack of fucking paperwork that they gave us to go home with. Okay?
Yeah, because they're trying to give you information of how actually to care for your cat. You know, clean up his litter box, clean your house, don't let him get a UTI.
So, after that, we're like, we are not going back to this vet. And it's a shame because we actually had a great experience with this vet last year. We thought the vet was great. Now that COVID was over and you're able to go into the exam rooms with your pet again, we had a great time. He had a great time. I have pictures on my phone of Jasper having a blast at the vet last year. I'm not even kidding.
Now, this is funny too because he shows his phone and people made like memes and edits and stuff that had like DERICH in his phone.
I can find it. Gotta go all the way back here. Hold on. Almost. It's Christmas.
You know, right now he's playing WWE Champions right there. He's like, just one more match, dude. I almost got it, brother.
Here it is. Here's Jasper at the vet.
Yeah, so someone took this picture and photoshopped DERICH in there. So, Phil, what exactly is this supposed to show? Okay, your cat was at the vet. We don't doubt that the cat was at the vet.
Last year, when they let him into the exam room and he was chilling on the counter, he's having fun. He had a great time. You know, not in the carrier the whole time. That was August of 2022. This year, it's like a completely different fucking place. Like, you know, what happens to these places? How is it that in a year they completely changed their entire process?
Oh my
Why
God, this
did
is like
everyone
old
else
man yells
around
at
us
the
get to
cloud.
go into a room with their pet, but not us? Why were we rushed
my
in
God,
and
who
out?
the fuck
Why was
cares?
the vet late? Because that's the truth, right? It was a rush job. Oh, he's just here for his yearly exam. All
Rush
right, get him in
job.
quick. Let's do this fast. Okay, we're done. On to the next. Well, they're still here. Oh shit, I gotta go out there.
Phil, when you're taking care of animals and it's blood work and their health depends on it, you don't want to rush this. It's not fast food. It's not DoorDash. You know, you can't just go, okay, boom, boom, boom. We're done taking care of this animal. Let's go on to the next one. You have to give care and attention to the animals.
There and talk to them. Oh man, now I gotta do my hair. And runs out in the sweat clothes. Hey everyone.
I definitely do not take pictures of my cat at the vet.
So just so you know, by the way, let's upsell on a $300 blood test, and let's try to scam the fucking poor people out of $300 that we definitely don't need to spend, but they're being idiots.
There you go. They upscaled him and they tried to scam him with a blood test for his son cat.
It's about it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I made like no money on this visit today, so let's try to upsell them to make profit. Right? It's exactly what it was. A $300 fucking blood test. You know? Like, are you out of your mind? So, we're not going back.
But remember too, he spent over $100,000 on WWE Champions at this point.
We're done. You know? And it's sad because, like I said, last year it was completely different. I felt like it was a great vet a year ago. And then somehow this all changed.
Yeah, there's Hogan's.
You know, in the last year, and now it's a completely different business. Like, I would never go back there after that. That was such a horrible experience, right? So, yeah. So that's it. So anyway, that was our experience. And that taking to do a lot of things.
I think that's it.
After having such a great experience, vet going to do well.
Yeah,
in an
he's just
environment
looping
where-
right now. He's just looping. So he would go on to say that he had a talk with the owners of the vet, and they agreed with him that the vet was unprofessional, and they took care of it. They had to talk to her. Of course, that never happened, but in Phil's mind, it did. Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? So we got 2 more rants to go. And if you're new to the DSP verse, I want you to put 1 in the chat. I want to see who's new here. Because we have a rant that just happened right before Kino Casino when he was desperate. He was making no money and he was lashing out over a video game. And not just any video game, a Yakuza video game. A game he said was based off his life. And he even said, oh, they must have studied my life. Guys, this is my life story. He's just like me. Free. However, it did not go very well for him. And his chat, his dents, his pay pigs were all over him. And of course, what I'm talking about is this one right here, guys. The spoon rant. King be cruel, king be bitch. Okay, so this is DSP goes nuclear. Bans loyal viewer laughing at him for comparing his life to Like a Dragon story. Yeah, it's spoon rant time, baby.
Joe Taco 13 Shooty says, who are the placeholders?
Of course, that's WWE champions.
Come on. Like these first 3 hours of this game is like everything
Here we
starts
go.
good, then all of a sudden,
This, if you're new to DSP, this is one of the most legendary crashes. He was at his lowest point before being saved by Kino Casino. And he goes after his detractors, he goes after his pay pigs, even turns one of his big pay pigs into a detractor.
awful thing happens, 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 awful thing happens. It's like, what the hell? Like, they're
And also, during this playthrough, he said he wishes he could do what they do in game. Go to wherever the detractors are and beat them up.
really piling it on. Like, holy crap, man. And then on top of that, there's just some weird choices they made with the plot, like a romantic twist at the beginning, and then it just gets dropped.
let's skip
Spoiler
in
for the
here.
plot. To defend them, because it's funny, literally what absolutely is, and they're awful and blah 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 context. They
Oh, here we go.
Bunch of
There we go.
what it is. Yeah, that's literally what actually right. They have part of
There
this
we
plot,
go.
and this is basically a minor
Just like
spoiler
me,
for the
dude.
plot. This is actually how the game sets up. But these guys, you know, the cast of Like a Dragon are just a bunch of ragtag guys. It's not like they have a giant internet presence. It's not like they really have the ability to defend themselves, right? They don't. They don't. You know, what could they do? So literally, because
Like his
people
Yakuza playthrough, even they put him to sleep. Yeah.
have slandered them on the internet. This drama stuff, and it's funny because they actually said, so what is it, like a internet tabloid? That's exactly what it is. Yeah,
I have no idea who this guy is. Oh, so Joe, have you ever seen the Spoon Rant? You know him through Asmongold. You are about to see something magical. If you have not seen this right here, you are about to be absolutely pierced through your soul. You will laugh. You will cry. You will say, this is so pathetic. This is a grown man in his 40s, remember?
that's literally what a ton of shit is on YouTube right now. A bunch of scummy tabloid people who have
Oh yeah, WPIG is amazing too. Alt is one of the GOATs.
absolutely nothing to actually say about anything. So what they do is they literally make shit up. They take things out of context. They show pictures. They'll show video clips. They'll say, hey, this is what this person is, and they're awful, and blah, blah, blah. And it gets them clickbait views, and it gets them popularity. And then the person who they're basically slamming is the one who takes the brunt of that and
Just
has
like
to
me,
live with
dude.
it somehow. And how do you do that when you're not someone of the stature of the person who's basically punching down at you? Well, that's the story of this game. I'm not kidding. That's literally the story of this game.
Here we go.
Right? And immediately I drew parallels. I'm like, so you remember what happened to me, right? You remember me working at Twitch for so many years? They never had a single problem with me. In fact, I was offered sponsorship opportunities.
Which you turned down. Remember, this guy got sent to E3. And instead of covering video games or whatever, he just stayed in his hotel room.
They had me play games like Choice Chamber and paid me tons of money to play it and advertise the game. They had me do all these different
But remember, guys, he's not a shill. He's not a sponsorship dude. He doesn't do all that crap.
campaigns and things. And then just a few years later, I haven't changed who I am. I haven't changed the style of content I do. I'm the same exact guy. And they kick me out of the partner program. Oh my God. Like, and when I ask them
Oh,
why,
just wait.
they
Just
say
wait, Joe.
something like hateful speech. But then they refuse to provide any examples of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so who do you think will get an apology from DSP first? Well, not from DSP to DSP. Twitch or Burger King?
So come to find out, months later, I contact someone who actually worked at Twitch, and they showed me the evidence that my haters, the people who don't like me, made an internet slander campaign. They basically packaged it all together. It was like this big epic montage of bad moments of my history. A lot
Shout out to Bad Moments Reacts and VODs, just saying.
of them were over 10 years before this time period. And all they did was made this edited, you know, here's the worst of Phil, and presented it to Twitch as if, look, this is a guy right now who's on your site in your partner program, but, you know, look at all the things he's done, but it's
Look at
not
that
truthful.
leg just twitching.
Number one, it's all stuff out of context. Number two, it's stuff that's outdated. I don't do that kind of risque content.
His crash outs are standard in the Valley in 1 week is what... Oh, Joe, just wait. You have no idea how crazy this rant's going to be.
Commentary, you know, some of this stuff was stuff from 10 years
Just
ago
wait.
before that I haven't done since, and I had publicly apologized for, right? So literally, that's exactly the story
Out of context, dude.
of Like a Dragon, showing things out of context, not representative of what's going on or who the people actually are, but making shit up for drama's sake, and now they lost their jobs because of it.
Oh, he just like me. He just like me for real.
And I'm like, dude, this is my fucking life. This is exactly what happens to me on a daily basis. I have stalkers on the internet who just make shit up. You know, they have never substantiated their claims of anything that they've said in these things that are ridiculous. You know, every once in a while, you say, okay, well, Phil raged today playing Street Fighter and he insulted some players. That's true. It's well documented. The footage is there. You can watch the footage on my channel, for God's sakes, right? Who cares about that? But the problem is the other stuff that they say and do about me that's completely falsified, that they have absolutely no concrete evidence of at all, but they say shit all the time. All these crazy conspiracies they come up with, and YouTube allows it.
Like WWE Champions, which turned out to be the truth.
YouTube just allows slander campaigns for personal gain. It's insane. Now, in reality, it's funny because...
Oh, here we go. Joe, in the chat, get ready for one of the biggest crash outs you're ever going to see. Because right now, he's reading the chat where people are making fun of him. And not a detractor. He's talking about his pay pigs. His dents are making fun of him.
You know, by the way, how about this? I don't know what the fuck idiots are talking about with memes and shit. Oh, it's like, he's just like me. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't follow your dumb fucking memes. So take your meme and shove it up your fucking ass, because I have the ability to make an observation that's factually fucking based. Oh. Just because I'm Darkside Phil doesn't mean I get to ignore fucking facts that the characters in this game are going through what I go through on a daily fucking basis. Shut the fuck up. Holy fucking shit. Relax. Some people just can't control themselves. I'm not taking your shit. I don't care who the fuck it is. There's people in the chat right now. Oh, he's doing a meme. Oh, this is cringe. Shut the fuck up and eat it. Eat it. Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking... I'm tired of people saying that because I am who I am. I can't say a
Oh, and Joe, it gets worse from here. Don't worry.
factual observation. It's a fucking fact that the characters in that game are going through what I have factually gone through on a daily fucking basis for years. So shut the fuck up. I am not putting up with any of this shit ever again. You're gonna tell me I can't make a factual observation? How about you kiss my and I'm fucking pissed about it. Because I see this shit. Oh, he can't say that. Oh, yeah? I can't say a fact? What fucking world do we live in that I can't say a fucking fact, you bitch? Enough is enough with this shit. Yeah, King be cruel. King be bitch. You're gonna say dumb shit like that in fucking chat. And everyone else who said that too. Because people in the comments, all my haters saying it in their videos.
King Be Cruel is an actual pay pig at this point who became a detractor after this.
So now we know what you're watching every fucking day, right? You dumb fuck. Shut the fuck up. No one cares about your bitch-ass, meme-able opinions. There's facts, there's reality, and then there's your bullshit world that you live in on the internet where you circle jerk each other with your conspiracy and your nonsense, and no one fucking cares about you except your circle jerking community. The problem is there's too many of you. There's too many fucking idiots. And enough is enough with this shit. It's time to call it out. Just because I'm one of the most abused people on the internet doesn't mean I don't get to make a factual observation.
The eternal victim.
I can say whatever the fuck I want, and you like it, or you shut the fuck up.
Sóbrame, por favor, you cabrón.
Like, Jesus, relax, dude. Now,
Yeah, King Be Cruel is a detractor now. This is what turned him into a detractor.
you got a problem with that? Test me, bitch. Because I'm not putting up with it anymore. I'm not. I'm not gonna have people come in here on my streams and in fucking other videos and say, oh, he's just, oh, look, you know, I'm like him, just like me, and him. Shut the fuck. No one even knows what you're talking about. I've never even heard the meme before because I'm not an asshole. I'm not a fucking dumbass, mouth-drooling idiot. I don't follow the dunces follow on the internet. It's my life I'm talking about.
Yeah, such positive and chill vibes, dude. Very robust.
Right? And it's true. Follow the plot of this game. This is exactly what I've gone through. I've lost tons of business opportunities. I've lost the ability to...
Maybe, Phil, maybe it's not the detractors. It's how you react to the detractors. You know, tell them to eat shit out of your ass, mail you a spoon, then you're banning people like crazy just for the simplest things. Maybe, just maybe, the companies don't want to be attached to something like that.
branch out on the internet as a content creator. Tons of people, hundreds of thousands of people will never check out my content because all they hear is conspiracies about me. Right? What they'll do is now they'll take this actual segment of my podcast out of context and just show, look, Phil abuses his viewers by swearing at them. And
You just told people to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of their ass. Oh, wait, reverse that. You just told people to give you their address so you can mail them a spoon so they can eat shit out of your ass, which makes me wonder about a few things. First of all, you have a scat fetish. Second of all, so you want to send them a spoon, but then would they come to you or you go to them? And why would you want a spoon up your ass? You know what? I don't want answers.
instead of actually showing the reason I'm doing it, that people are mistreating me, that people are being horrible to me and my family and everyone else. And then when I finally call it out, oh my God, look, in the game it's happening just like what happened with me. Oh, that's so cringe that he would say that. He'd think he's such a big egotistical. Egotistical? How is it ego-fucking-tistic?
Thought that was a stupid, cowardly,
Jay,
ugly,
subscribe
jobless,
to the channel.
narcissistic, egotistical man-child who begs for people's money just by sitting on his fat
There we
ass.
go.
To state a fact. You fucking buffoon. You are so dumb. Just because you don't like someone
And it's still going on and on and on.
doesn't mean that when they state a fact, the fact is wrong. That means you're an idiot. You understand?
You're enjoying
There are a lot
the
of people on
stream
this
good.
planet I don't like, but they say true things sometimes, and you better wise the fuck up and listen. Or shut up about it, because no one cares about you and your drama.
Side note, I generally checked out his content. 2 months of goodwill. Banned over talking in art style. Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll get you banned in his chat. Yeah, that's why people don't like him. You can just say, Phil, I don't like this game, and he'll ban you like crazy. There is a famous clip where someone asked him when he was playing God of War Ragnarok, are you playing this on easy? And he said, how fucking dare you accuse me of playing this on easy? If you ever say that again, I will ban you for giving out false information to my audience. The man has very thin skin.
Community on the internet. There is an entire culture of stuff on the internet based on this level of hatred, based on this level of hearsay and tabloid bullshit, and it's ruining people's lives.
And 99% of that tabloid stuff has been true. Even you. What you'll do is you'll lie about something, and then years later, you'll say, I've changed. I've become a better person. I'm not like that person anymore. Which would mean that you just admit you lied to everyone.
Lives, and mine is one of them. There is literally no fucking reason whatsoever that I should not be in the Twitch partner program.
Oh, the number one is a very sentimental one. It is one that lives on in infamy. And it involves his wife, too.
Zero. I never did a damn thing to deserve that treatment. There's people out there who don't even know anything about me, who hate me. But a campaign of slander was held against me, and those idiots at Twitch, as unprofessionally stupid as they fucking are, said,
Yeah, a permanent state of victimhood.
Oh, we don't want to deal with this drama, so we'll just remove him from the partner program. We won't ban him from the site, because I literally didn't do anything wrong. But as we remove him from the program, now we have no liability. People keep complaining about this guy, right? So, yeah, it's happened to me 100% concretely. By the way, it's on Kiwi Farms. When they did it years ago, they posted up all around Kiwi Farms about it. All the evidence was always there. It's that people want to ignore it. When there's evidence...
And Phil, how would you know it's on Kiwi Farms? Because you always say, I don't care about the tractors. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't care about Kiwi Farms and never go on there. But you're telling us what's on Kiwi Farms and what they're saying. Make that make sense.
Evidence of all the horrible things that have happened to me. Oh, that doesn't exist. That never happened. No. But anytime that I do something even slightly wrong, oh, here you go. Here's all the evidence of everything Phil's ever done wrong in his 15 plus years on the internet. That's not how it fucking works. That's not fair. You're a bunch of bitches. Every one of you is a little coward. Really. You're all nobodies. The people who do that shit. You're fucked up. You're broken in the fucking head. Every one of you bitch-ass content creators out there. Well, all you do is talk shit about people all day and you call it the news.
Now, keep in mind, too, this is about 2 or 3 months. Actually, no. About 4 or 5 months before he got with Kino Casino. And also keep in mind, he directly went to Kino Casino to work with them. So now he goes from this speech to working with drama people like Kino Casino.
You're the most worthless humans on Earth. Right now, if you all had finger snapped away by Thanos, no one would care. You're all replaceable.
I don't know if you guys heard that. He wants to Thanos snap everyone, almost like he's telling people to off themselves.
You're the most worthless humans on Earth. Right now, if you all had finger snapped away by Thanos, no one would care. You're all replaceable. Every one of you has nothing to add concretely to this planet, nothing positive. You're nothing but a blight on the fucking planet. You're a big hemorrhoid on all of our fucking asses who are trying to make a positive living and help people on this planet. You're the problem. Not us, the ones who you abuse. You're the fucking problem. Get it? If you go away, the world's a better place. I want you to think about that. Now, I'm allowed to say whatever the fuck I want, especially when it's facts. All right? The plot of
Well, a fact is your wife is fat as fuck.
Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is incredibly similar to my life in that regard. The main characters are harassed by
Baby
people on
King
the
Snake,
internet,
yeah.
made up slander campaigns. They have no means to defend themselves, and now their whole world is in shambles. And that's what the plot's going to be, is exploring what are they going to do to try to figure out what really happened. Where did the misinformation come from? Can they figure it out, right?
I think that's it.
Now, I'm willing to bet that the rest of the game is not going to be a lengthy court.
Yeah, I think that's the end of the rant. So we get to the main event, and don't worry, guys. This will be a multi-part series, so we will do more rants in the future as well. But take a guess at what number 1 is, and I'll give you a hint. It's not the 666 podcast. It's a very sentimental one that involves his wife. That involves a very special day for DSP. Actually, Phil is being insanely loud, yeah. Phil is the asshole, we are the, hemorrhoids. So, ladies and gentlemen, because it was just Valentine's Day, and DSP is such a great husband, the main event of today is the chicken sandwich story from Robust Urban Garlic Flavor. We'll give a subscribe to that and a thumbs up. So the whole story here is DSP on his wife's birthday. Remember, it's his wife's birthday. Went to bring her to sushi. Didn't realize the sushi chef didn't work on Sundays. And what does he do? He brings her to Burger King. And he makes her birthday all about him and the chicken sandwich.
We're so absent-minded, we're not thinking, oh, it's Sunday. We drive there, the entire place is full.
Oh, the other thing too is, his wife's birthday, he decides to go to this place, and he does not make reservations, he just wants to walk in on a Sunday.
and there's people waiting outside to get in, and we're like, you've got to be kidding me. Now, here's the thing. If we didn't have plans for what we wanted to do for the rest
Oh, and Joe, if you haven't heard this rant as well, this is a historic DSP rant about a Burger King chicken sandwich.
of the day, we probably would have waited. But we actually had plans. The place where my wife wanted to have dinner actually was a pretty far drive away, and there was a big shopping area there, and our plan was we were going to drive there. It takes a while to get there. But we were going to spend the whole day there going around doing a little bit of shopping and then having this nice
Wow, that sounds familiar. Shopping.
dinner together. But we didn't want to get stuck, you know, spending all this time waiting to get in to eat this place.
My guess is the restaurant that was far away was probably 30 minutes to an hour from their house.
Probably.
I can't imagine it being any longer. And no, I don't think the restaurant was in Seattle.
We said we're not going to do it. Now, on a whim, we very foolishly did something we should not have done. We said, what is near us right now that we can just grab any food to put something in our bellies, and
Here
then
we
we
go.
can drive out to this area where we want to spend the rest of the day shopping and everything.
Oh, and also remember, this is during COVID as well.
So we look and guess what's the closest thing to this diner? Burger King. Oh,
Imagine not making a reservation for your wife to the sushi place that she asked you to go to, and then going, oh, I guess we can't go. How about this? I decide on your birthday we're going to Burger King to get something cheap. What a scumbag.
good. Well, we said we'll just drive to Burger King and grab something quickly, and then we'll be off on our day after that. We'll get on the road and we'll drive out to this place, Burger King. So we drive one
You've
block
never been to Henry Island?
to Burger King. As we're at this Burger King, we firmly realize this is not the kind of Burger King that normally we would want to go to. I'm not kidding you. As we're waiting in the drive-thru, there are essentially drug users in an alleyway next to Burger King doing drugs,
Those damn dirty drug dealers.
like plainly in view of us. We're staring at them like, that guy's shooting up. Yeah, right in front of people at Burger King. People are shooting up. Like, oh, this might be a problem.
Remember, this is where he took his wife for her birthday.
Well, we better just get our food and get out of here. So we order. Now, what did we order? My wife wanted to get a original chicken sandwich combo. She likes the original chicken sandwich at Burger King.
Oh my god, who the
So she
fuck
ordered
cares,
that as a
Phil?
combo. I ordered something that I hadn't tried yet. The
Now, if anyone watches TBS, the name of the sandwich is a yearly event for TBS, which is the Shaking of the Ring.
Chiking chicken sandwich. They have a new chicken sandwich at Burger King. And they have two varieties. They have a regular, which is like lettuce, tomato, onion, and mayo. And then they have one that's the spicy version, which is supposed to have spicy sauce and some other kind of sauce on it or something. We
Imagine telling this story to the internet. Yeah. Yeah, this is what happens when you don't socialize with other human beings.
order, and we drive to a safe area. We get the there. Seriously, we get out of there. And we're like, let's eat somewhere safe quick. Because the thing is, Burger King doesn't have the doors open. Now, we don't know if they don't have the doors open because of COVID or because there's druggies in the alleyway next to them shooting up. Maybe the druggies keep going into their store to shoot up. Because that could be. It could be, oh, we want to do somewhere safe, so we go in their bathroom and start
What the
shooting
fuck
up
are you
drugs.
even
Who
talking
knows,
about, Phil?
right?
If that was the case, you wouldn't be able to enter the bathroom without a key from
And Phil, if the druggies can go inside, you can go inside too.
somebody working there.
This obviously is not a good part of town. We drive to somewhere safe, or at least we think it's safe.
Phil, anywhere you go that is not inside your gated community, I'm highly doubtful you think that it's
Yeah,
fully
I think he just went to the parking lot too.
safe. There's always detractors looking out there, according to you.
And we open our food and we're going to eat. So my wife starts eating. Her food seems good. She's like a little dry, but what are you going to do? It's Burger King, right?
He
If
always
you ever
complains about
see this
everything.
guy do a DSP tries it, he's always harping on whether the meat is dry or not.
And spoilers, 99% of DSP tries it is, they fucked it up. It's dry or it's too wet. It's really bad, dude.
I open up my bag. I eat a fry. Burger King fries are kind of... Never really liked Burger King fries. And, the early 2000s, their fries were good. They used to have potato skins on the fry. Then they tasted
Oh my
good.
god, old
But
man.
I've never been impressed with Burger King fries in the last, 10, 15 years. They suck.
Out of Wendy's, McDonald's, and Burger King, I think Burger King has the worst fries out of the three.
So
How fucking dare you? I love Burger King's fries. Fuck McDonald's fries.
finally, I go to grab my sandwich. I'm like, what the heck? I pull my hand out of the bag. My hand is completely covered in sauce. So what they did, they completely soaked the sandwich in sauce.
Now, keep in mind, too, every time he does DSP tries it, and there's too much sauce, you know what he does? He eats it. Complains about it, but he still eats it.
What they do with this chicken sandwich is they wrap it in wax paper, and then they put it inside of like a foil bag. So I opened the foil bag, and I just put my hand in to grab the sandwich, and I was like, what the f-? Now, I'm in a car. I'm not at home. I don't have a ton of napkins with me. I don't have a faucet to wash my hand, right? This is me in a car. After this meal, we're about to drive a ways to go spend a day out. Nice for my wife's birthday. And I'm like, what the f*** this?
Yeah, bringing your wife to McDonald's or to Burger King. What a nice day.
So I pull it out. I'm not kidding you. The entire wax paper was wet. There wasn't, like, it wasn't dry at all. I'm trying to unwrap the sandwich, and I'm getting increasingly covered in sauce.
So let me get this straight. You see it's covered in sauce. You unwrap one part of it. You see sauce going all over the place. You know what your idea would be, Phil? Wait to unwrap it until you're home. I know. What a crazy thought. Because if you keep unopening it and you still see the sauce coming out, it's going to go everywhere. You're an idiot for opening it even though you saw there was too much sauce.
It was the most sloppy, nasty thing I've seen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, normally I would just tell the story. This was so
get
bad,
ready for it.
I took a picture. Because I immediately said, I am going to complain about this. I can't believe what I'm seeing. This is the most revolting thing I've ever seen.
This is the most Karen thing I've ever seen from DSP.
Once DSP decided in that car that he was going to complain about it, he got really happy.
So,
Look at this. And by the way, he tweeted this out and he tagged Burger King. For those wondering, no, after over 10 days, you see that? He waited 10 days. Burger King has still not contacted me with a resolution on how they're going to make up for this inedible meal. They served me on September 5th. I emailed them back a third time tonight because the franchisee still hasn't reached out. Wow. So 10 days after he gets the sandwich, he says, "Oh, come on, guys, you gotta pay me back. I can't eat this meal, dude." And look at the burger. You're telling me that sauce all over the place? Yes, there's too much sauce, but that's manageable. And then also, he said he emailed them 3 times over the chicken sandwich. He's publicly trying to shame Burger King because of the sandwich.
oh, I have a picture for you. That was the sandwich that they gave me. What you're seeing right now is what they gave me at Burger King.
And also keep in mind too, this was during COVID, and potentially the doors were locked, but you still had 2 options. So on the receipt, every single place you go to the receipt, there's a phone number of the location. You or your wife could pick it up, call the number, and go, "Hey, this is what happened." And they'll probably do something for you right there and then. Or, and this is a big logic step here, you go back through the drive-thru, you tell them what happened, you get a new burger or some napkins. But no. DSP is the king. He goes on the internet and bitches like a Karen.
Yummy! It looks like it came out of someone's... It looks like someone who had a giant festering zit popped that right onto the sandwich.
Absolutely fucking disgusting, by the way.
That is what they gave me. Seriously. Oh my God. I mean, do I even have to describe it any... Like, do I even have to say another word about it?
Oh, by the way, too, he was talking about this weeks and weeks after this, and he wanted, and I quote, DSP wanted restitution for this burger, and he kept emailing them over and over, I think like a 5-week period.
So I couldn't eat it. I mean, I'm not even kidding you. That bun
There's no way he didn't eat this. He probably scarfed that down.
is covered in sauce. Like everything I touched, I got sauce on me. I just couldn't. How was I?
Where is Burger King on the list of top 10 for fast food in Canada? Well, it depends on what you're getting from Burger King. And it depends also what's around you. Because there's places in the GTA that have Shake Shack and other stuff where it's not available in other places in Canada. Oh god, I sound like PWR with Burger King. But I would say, out of the classic global brands that are available in Canada, I would say maybe a top 3. I'm pretty big on Burger King. Are there a lot of fast food places in Canada? Yes, there is. But certain ones like Shake Shack just recently came into Canada, I think last year. So we're still waiting on some of them to come in. I got a better question for you guys. What's better, KFC or Popeyes? Because I definitely have my opinion about that.
Supposed to eat that? Well, that is the most revolting thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it might tasted good. I don't know. Look at that. That's vomit-inducing. Like, I got sick to my stomach looking at it.
I'll be honest with you. If I got a sandwich like that, I would scarf it down. It actually looks pretty good. The sauce just makes it better.
I threw it out. I couldn't eat it. I took a picture. I threw it out.
Biggest X to doubt, he did not throw that out. Especially with a fat cat right next to him.
And I immediately went to Burger King's website.
Do I like poutine? Overall, yes. It's pretty good. There is one place that makes it better than anyone else. And there's one place that is absolutely dog shit for poutine. McDonald's poutine is absolute dog shit. Don't ever eat it from there. A&W makes the best poutine I've ever had. Popeyes never took over here. I never tried it in the UK. Popeyes is from Louisiana, so it might taste better homegrown. See, the problem is, Popeyes, whenever I get there, is so dry. There's no moisture to it. Maybe it's just the location I go to, but I prefer KFC so much better.
And filed a complaint. I said, "Are you out of your mind? You expect me to eat that? Like, it's not even edible. Look at that. It's everywhere. It's no. See, someone just said you hold it in the wrapper. Look at the wrapper.
Oh,
the wrapper is soaked in sauce. There was no.
Phil, look at this section right here. Look at this section right here. And look at right in here. It's not soaked all over the place. You could have taken any of those folds and wiped your hand off on it.
Dry part of the wrapper to hold on to eat it. That wrapper is wet and dripping and saturated in sauce.
As for your question, what's better between Popeyes or KFC? I'm casting my vote for both. You're allowed to have that opinion. To me, I absolutely love the chicken wings from KFC.
There's no way to eat that without getting covered in it.
Phil never got that because
Yeah,
it's
Phil has
all
first
wet
world
is because
problems.
they heat it up before they give it to you. So the sauce is going to have a more liquid composition. It's going to be slipping and slopping all over the place.
This is
and
why I
then
like
looking at that
robust.
wrapper, it just looks like there's one wet spot. And it's like, did
Yeah.
they give you...
It's right here, so it's right there. There's a little bit right here, but all the other spots are clean here. And there's no way they didn't give you enough napkins to clean yourself.
napkins,
You
Philip?
probably took the napkins and jerked off with them later on.
Did you ask for napkins? Because then you could wrap a napkin around the
You can't
burger.
find the
It
British
happens from
flag
time to
emoji?
time, Philip. You may think this is like a rare occasion, but no, food getting hot and going through the wax paper, that happens all the
Yeah, and that's another thing too, is Phil always thinks fast food should be a gourmet meal. It should be made as soon as you order it. But the reality is, when you go to fast food, it's probably been sitting there for 20, maybe 30 minutes. Just waiting to be given away to people.
time.
How did you find DSP? So this is actually pretty funny. So I started watching Wings Redemption just one day because I didn't know who he was. I didn't know about any of the cows. And a video popped up. And it was the famous, "Look here, look, listen." And that's the very first video I ever saw for Wings Redemption. And I always got pop-ups after the video for LTG and DSP. I'm like, who the fuck are these idiots? And I kept watching Wings, and Wings kept getting boring and boring and boring. So I'm like, okay, I'll check out DSP, whoever the fuck this idiot is. And it was in October 2019, so it was right around the corner from his bankruptcy. And he played this, I think it was Street Fighter. And he was bitching and complaining, or some fighting game. And I'm like, this has got to be an act. And then like 2 weeks later, I'm like, no, this guy's just a fucking idiot. Yeah, Wings went down. Like, I got into Wings, pause, at the peak of his, like, milkdom. Like, the cow's milk was drained so much by the, look here, look, listen. Yeah, Wings was a gateway drug.
And by the way, I don't know what that yellow is on it, but oh my god.
Oh, your gateway was Ethan Ralph? That's interesting. You started on Chris Chan and branched out. I watched the, was it Geno Samuelson? Like, 400-part documentary. That is some wild stuff. I will say, though, he put a lot of fluff in that. Like, I don't need to know every single issue of Sonic Shoe. No offense, Gino, but just take, like, whatever's necessary from the Sonic Shoe comic books. Like, when he threatened to R-word a girl. Oh, you autoplayed something from Chris Chan, yeah. But I think a lot of his videos could be cut down to even further. Yeah, like, he makes like 400 videos, but a lot of them, and not to be offensive, Gino, but a lot of it is fluff. Oh, yeah, the SOK.
Like, it doesn't look like mayo. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but that is
Oh, they probably jerked off in your burger, Phil.
nasty. Like I said, that looks like a zit. That someone was festering zit, and they went, and it squirted all over the sandwich. That is nasty. Why would I want to eat that? All I had for my meal yesterday was fries. I'm serious. I threw out the sandwich.
Remember, he's now updating you on what he did for his wife's birthday. This is all about him on his wife's birthday.
Couldn't eat that. So all I did was eat the sandwich. That was it. And we drove away. We had to go on. You know, we had plans for the day. And I did complain. And I have written back and forth with Burger King twice in the last 24 hours. Basically, they apologized.
Twice, back and forth in 24 hours. They must have been like, who the fuck is this idiot? Just give him some coupons or something.
Guys, I sent them the picture, and then they really apologized and said that they're going to basically...
You haven't watched DSP documentaries? Check out June the King. That's probably one of the better ones. And then there's, was it Ex Morpheus? Becoming a beggar or something like that. So, yeah, that's a deep dive.
Basically get this restaurant in contact with me. Essentially what's going to happen is probably the manager of the store will apologize and be like, oh, here's a few free credits to come and get free food. Do you really think I want to go back to that Burger King?
This is the thing, Phil. If you would have called the number or went through the drive-thru again on the same day it happened, they probably would have let you keep the sandwich plus given you your money back. And now they're giving you credits to go to Burger King again, and you're still complaining like a bitch.
Really? Do you really think I want to go there? Where number one, I have to see people shooting up
first email
while I'm buying food. And then I have to try to eat that? Like, are you out of your mind? So even if they give me free stuff, I probably aren't even going to go there. I hope if they do give me anything free, I hope they give it to go to another Burger King that's a better one.
Phil, if they give you like coupons or gift cards, you can use it at any Burger King.
Because that place is... Seriously.
Oh, the other thing that freaked me out for a bit. So I think 4 or 5 years ago, I actually realized that Burger King, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut are in the same company. And I found that out because they ran out of fries at Burger King and they had the same fries at Taco Bell.
So then we leave and we're off on our day, okay? The good news is we did have a lot of fun. We ended up going to a few stores and things that normally we wouldn't go to because they're not in our local area. It was further out drive and everything. We had a nice day. The weather...
Oh yeah, Secret Limited has a very, very good documentary on his WWE champion spending.
Was hot. It wasn't supposed to be. The weather claimed that the high for the day was going to be in the low.
Oh my god, he's complaining that the weather affected his burger. Who else complains about a chicken sandwich and blames it on the weather?
Low 70s. It was in the 80s. Full sun, 80s, sweating our balls off out here because the car was so...
Also, keep in mind too, it was very hot and he ordered the spicy chicken. I wonder what could go wrong there.
hot. Because it was hot as shit. It was just like, oh, come on. It figures that our day out we planned for Kat's birthday ends up being insanely hot and we're sweating.
Motherfucker.
But you know you can
Joe David subscribed to the channel.
Oh, thank you, Joe Davis.
do about that. You know, whatever, make the best of it. The good news is we had fun. We went to it, like I said, we went to a few different stores or whatever. We went to a few areas normally we wouldn't have gone to. We actually got a new kind of treat for Jasper. That's it's supposed to be like
That, oh my god, I forgot he did this. That right there is like the divorced dad look right there. Look at me and my cat son, dude.
a puree of both tuna and shrimp.
It's too
And he
robust.
loves seafood. Like whenever we eat food, if we order seafood, oh my god, he goes crazy. He'll jump on the kitchen table.
Look at that picture. Jasper's like, there's two things he could be thinking here. Is like, please, you're looking at me. Please help me. Please save me. Or the other thing is like, yeah, that's me. That's Jasper. You're probably wondering how I got in this situation.
He'll sniff it. Oh, seafood. And he'll try to get some because he's a cat. He wants to eat the seafood. He doesn't do that for anything else, only seafood. He loves seafood. So we ended up getting him this nice, this nice new treat and everything. So then finally, we're coming at kind of a close to the end of our day. Now,
Look at that chicken sandwich. Look at how he is so pissed off at that
I'm
sandwich.
starving. The only thing I've eaten all day long was a small fries from Burger King.
And I'll use utensils, okay? But they're
Yeah,
in the
that's
kitchen,
BS.
so
You know Cat ate that burger.
no harm, no foul. You know what I mean?
I didn't eat anything.
Perfect introduction or memoir or autobiography. Introduction to a memoir or autobiography. I don't know. I don't know about that. I have no idea. What is your favorite one?
Anything else all day.
Family
At
looking
least
at the corner
Cat
monster.
had a chicken sandwich. I was starving. I'm like, okay, good. It's finally time for dinner.
He's now complaining on his wife's birthday that his wife got food and not him. What a scumbag.
Okay? So, where did we go for dinner? We had a reservation at a Japanese-style restaurant.
Okay, he's just looping now. Okay, so that was DSP complaining about the chicken sandwich, them not doing anything for it. And ladies and gentlemen, if you like that, do I have an autobiography? I didn't do anything, I'm a nobody. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like this stream, click that like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll do more parts of this. I'll put up a thread on the channel of moments and rants or rage quits or whatever that you want to nominate for me to watch on the screen or on the stream. And then next time we will see each other is Thursday. We have a co-op stream going on with Lord Diaz. I believe it's 8 p.m. Thursday Eastern Time. It'll be Dash Fire X Lord Diaz. So ladies and gentlemen, hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. I hope you're all very, very safe. I love each and every one of you. Peace and love.